Hi students, and welcome to today's live IELTS class. My name is Adrian. I'm streaming to you from beautiful Victoria here, the capital city of the province of British Columbia in Western Canada. Good to see so many students joining in on the class. Hi Lavienne, welcome Carolina, our chat moderator, Pabina, Dipshika, Rohit. Nice to see so many students, one after the other. This is an IELTS Band 9 reading class, reading about tall buildings. By Band 9, I mean we are going to be learning strategies for that perfect score. Of course, the date is March 17th, and this is a subscribers chat class, meaning that you have to subscribe to our channel to join the chat. We encourage students to subscribe to the channel because we have lots of great content materials coming out every day, every week for you to improve for your next IELTS exam. Welcome Saeed, hi Cass, nice to see our members joining in also. So subscribe, join our chat, and make sure to check out our websites. This lesson is presented to you by aehelp.com and gieltshelp.com, where we have over 100 hours of video lessons, interactive slides, original practice exams, one that we will be using today for this reading about tall buildings. Our websites look like this. This is our academic IELTS website here with the blue background. Click this big red button to join our premium package. And as you can see, we are an official British Council IELTS test registration center and certified agents. So you're in great hands with us. For the general IELTS, it's the green background. Click this big red button to join our premium package. And again, we've got this great discount deal going on. So click the green use coupon code and enter one band up. Hey, why not two, right? One band up, click continue, and you've got your discount. One-time payment, lifetime access, well worth it. Check it out. Students, we've got apps. Of course, Academic IELTS Help, General IELTS Help from your app store. We've got Instagram, IELTS_AEHelp, GIELTS Help. So join us and start learning for success. We've got reading right now, task 2 finish tomorrow, members, that we started last class. And then we've got speaking, lots of speaking. If you have questions, send me an email, adrian@aehelp.com. Rohit, if you missed the task 2 writing class we just had, no worries. You will be able to see it on the channel. It is recorded. Yeah. Cass says you can watch the replay. All right, so we're going to have volunteers for reading, but before we do that, before we do volunteering for reading, let's just get over into our reading material for today, and we're going to read this passage here from our 6th exam. So this is our 2nd exam book. This is our 6th exam, and this is passage 1. Now, passage 1 starts with a list of headings questions. Okay. So here we've got this list of headings questions. List of headings questions, they always come before the reading passage. So you want to read them before the reading passage, okay? Here, let's do this. So read it before the reading passage. Okay, so that's the first strategy for list of headings. Read before the passage and paraphrase. Paraphrase it in your head during the real exam, and at home when you're studying. Paraphrase it on paper. Okay, so here we have a controversial designation, a debatable title. Okay, now if you can't paraphrase, if you don't know what designation means, don't worry about it, right? The Industrial Revolution, the age of factories, right? When all those factories started to get built, first in Britain and then in other parts of the world. It's the age of the factories. Okay, buildings in space. Structures outside of Earth. Yeah. Fast and impressive. Well, that's pretty. Let's do quick and amazing. Okay, so hopefully you're also paraphrasing with me, so you're not just watching me do this, but hopefully you're kind of doing this with me, right? So the reign of the churches, the rule of the cathedrals. Sure. The Strasbourg Cathedral. All right, that's kind of what it is. So same. Yeah, I wouldn't paraphrase that. It's the name, right? Part of human history. An aspect of people's past. Sure. Why not? Right? Technology, logistics, and engineering. All right. Technology, gadgets, systems, and design. Okay, the industrial acceleration, speeding up production. Tall structures of the ancient world, big buildings a long time ago. Sure. And looking towards the future, seeing what is to come. Sure. Cass, I can see that you're paraphrasing, and Khadija asking, haven't we done this before? Khadija, we did this maybe a long time ago. I mean, we have 10 full practice exams, so we have like 30 academic reading passages and like 40 passages more than 40. We actually have like 50 or 60 if you think about the general IELTS ones too. So we could have done this one a long time ago, but not really this one. We did do a list of headings, I think, last week or the week before. Maybe you're thinking about that, but that was a different one, Khadija. So you want to apply those same skills. Okay, so we looked at these list of headings, and we know that, okay, this passage is going to be about tall buildings, the history of tall buildings, past and present. Okay, and here we have the title, Battle for the World's Tallest Building. Okay, so we have words like skyscraper, high-rise come to mind, right? And then competition. So competition to build the biggest building. Why? What's the reason, right? Okay, let's read this. So let's read this together. I'm going to play the audio, and then we will have volunteers reading and helping us answer these list of headings questions, and I will show you some more strategies, okay? So let me hop over to our website here. And you can see that in the exam books, it actually tells you where to go. So see here, it says reading audio CD6 track 5. So that means if you have access to our premium IELTS package, then when you log in to your My Student account, you will see all of these goodies, computer-based practice exams and full online IELTS course, and then eventually you'll get to this IELTS audio CDs, and in the IELTS audio CDs you will find CD6 track 5, which is this reading passage 1 right there, right? You can see that. Okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to read this together. So let's read together, and then after, we'll take some volunteers for reading. If possible, read aloud. Okay, so nice and loud. When you're listening to it, read aloud. Okay, all right. Here we go, everyone. So let's do this.
Battle for the world's tallest building. The desire to construct taller and taller structures has been a part of human culture for at least 4,500 years. Dating back to ancient Egypt and through to modern day, the construction of tall structures has mirrored advances in technology, logistics and engineering. Today, the world's tallest buildings are landmarks, tourist attractions, and points of civic and national pride for residents. Ancient Egyptians believed that to be closer to the sky was to be closer to the realm of the gods and afterlife. While regular Egyptians had to settle for burial in the ground, the pharaohs got to be entombed much closer to the sky in purpose-built pyramids, the world's first truly high structures. The Great Pyramid of Giza was built in approximately 2560 BCE for the burial of the pharaoh Khufu. Reaching a height of 481 feet at the time of construction, the Great Pyramid was the tallest structure in the world for almost 4,000 years. It wasn't until the year 1311 CE and the construction of the Lincoln Cathedral in England that the height of the Great Pyramid was surpassed. At 525 feet, it was only slightly taller. Throughout the period from 1311 to 1880, the title of world's tallest building changed hands a number of times, through both destruction and construction. But each structure was a European church. Interestingly, the world's tallest building from 1647 to 1874, the Strasbourg Cathedral in France, was actually shorter than the original height of the Great Pyramid. Standing 469 feet, the cathedral was approximately 13 feet taller than the Great Pyramid's contemporary height, which had been reduced 35 feet from its original stature by erosion. 1884 marked the first time the world's tallest building stood in North America. The Washington Monument, standing 555 feet in Washington, D.C., is also the world's tallest obelisk and tallest all-stone structure. During this period, engineers and architects were reaping the fruits of the 19th century's Industrial Revolution, which led to accelerating advances in construction, engineering, and technology. In 1889, the Eiffel Tower was completed and stood as the world's tallest building at 986 feet for over 40 years. The designation of world's tallest building returned to the United States in 1932 with the construction of the 1,250-foot Empire State Building in New York City. One of the incredible architectural achievements of the 20th century. It was completed in just over a year, an astonishing pace. The first building in the world to boast over 100 stories, the Empire State Building stood as the world's tallest for 36 years. After domination by Egypt, Western Europe and the United States, 1975 saw Toronto, Canada's CN Tower steal away the designation of world's tallest with a height of 1,815 feet. Over a third of a mile high, the CN Tower was the world's tallest for 32 years. This designation is disputed by some academics, as they believe a building must be inhabited or be worked in order to count as a building. The CN Tower is neither worked in nor lived in, though it does have an observation deck. So while it was unambiguously the world's tallest structure during this period, opinions differ on whether it was the world's tallest building. 2007 clarified any debate there was concerning the designation. With the construction of the Burj Khalifa in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, it became undoubtedly the world's tallest structure and building, standing 2,722 feet, precisely 50% higher than the CN Tower. The Burj Khalifa soars over half a mile into the sky. Where do we go from here? What heights will buildings of the future reach? Will we one day construct buildings that reach into space? While the impetus for the construction of taller and taller buildings may no longer be proximity to the gods, the desire to touch the sky with our creations remains.
All right, everyone.
Charity, always a positive good.
So,
Giving
if
money
you're
to
reading
charity,
at that
whether it's
speed,
cancer research, humanitarian...
you are definitely on the right track to get a great band score for the IELTS exam. So there we have it. We read the passage. Now this is a typical kind of exercise that you want to do at home using our website, where you look at a passage, you read it with the audio, and then you go back and you read each paragraph separately and focus on fluency and on coherence, and then answer the questions. Now, when you're looking at the list of headings questions, okay, then you want to answer these while you're reading. So after each paragraph, it's one of the only ones, okay? So here, this is list of headings, strategies, okay? Strategy number 1, read list of headings questions before the passage. Okay. Number 2 is for these questions only, answer each after you read a paragraph. Okay. And I'm going to show you how to do that right now. All right. Okay, so let me hop back to our website. Well, let's look at the PowerPoint first. I'll show you how to volunteer for reading, okay? So I'm going to take some volunteers. I don't want to read in this class. I'm pretty sure I could, but I want you to read. I want you to improve. So follow these steps. Register an account at aehelp.com. Log into your My Student account. It's pretty simple. It should log you in the first time anyway. Student Partner Speaking, click on that, and then in your browser enable your microphone, and then keep that window open, and then just write I want to volunteer or I want to read, and then you're ready to go. So let me show you what I mean by that, okay? So basically you go to the website, and the website, when you first go to it, will look like this. Is what you saw previously, okay? So it'll look like this, and then you can register by clicking on the red button there or on the green button, okay? And then click on this My Student Account at the top, My Student Account, and then click on the Student Partner Speaking. Accept the terms. You have to. You have to say that you're going to be respectful and speak politely and use this in an ethical and kind way. Okay, and then you'll be in the speaking interface, and here we already have Saeed, Khadija, Panda, Afdal, Marina, Pachu, lots of people in here. And then we're looking for volunteers to read this passage, and then I will guide you, so don't stress, don't freak out. Okay. Let's see if Marina says I will try. Okay, Marina, are you ready? So I will message you back, and then once you let me know that you're ready, I will call you, I will reach out to you, and then we'll go through the reading step by step, nice and smooth and go through the answers. So Marina says, yeah, sure. Okay, Marina. Hi, Marina.
Hello, sir.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you, sir?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for asking. Are you excited about the weekend?
Yes, sir. Last time I was so nervous. Now I'm feeling little bit nervous.
Good. You're going in the right direction. And then next time you'll be confident, right?
Okay, sir.
All right. Yeah, that's how you do it. We overcome our fears by facing our fears. And so you're taking the right steps, and I'm happy that you're doing that. And I encourage everybody to do the same. So good for you, Marina. Marina, can you remind everybody where you are from? So where are you currently situated?
I am from Bangladesh.
Bangladesh. Right on. All right. I would love to visit there one day. I hear it's quite beautiful. The nature there, I hear, is amazing. So.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. So we're going to solve these list of headings questions. And the first step to doing that is to read the paragraph and really focus on what the paragraph is about. Okay. So always start with the title, Battle for the World's Tallest Building. And then you get to read the introductory paragraph, which is paragraph A. So whenever you're ready, just start reading. Read from the title all the way to the end of paragraph A. Okay, whenever you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
Go for it.
Battle for the world's tallest building. The desire to construct taller and taller structures has been a part of human culture for at least 4,500 years. Dating back to ancient Egypt and through to modern day, the construction of tall structure has mirrored advance in technology, logistics, and engineering. Today, the world's tallest buildings are landmarks, tourist attractions, and points of civic and national pride for residents.
Very nice. Okay, that was nice, smooth, fluent reading. Okay. When you're reading that speed, now in the real IELTS exam, you can't read loud because then other people and the examiners will get pretty annoyed.
Yeah.
But if you're reading that with that speed and fluency silently in your head, that's absolutely fine. You can even read a tiny bit slower if you want. Just really focus on understanding what you're reading. And that's my next question. So when you're doing list of headings, what you want to do is when you finish the paragraph like this, you want to ask yourself a question. What is this paragraph about? Okay, so basically identifying the main point or the main goal of the paragraph. Now, it's very important, Marina, that you think about this question, this answer, before you look at the choices so that the choices don't confuse you. Okay?
Yeah, yeah. I would like to say something that before watching your video, I had some problem on list of heading, but applying your technique, like when you read the paragraph and try to make the summary of the paragraph, I will maximum got correct. And thank
Oh,
you for that, sir.
you're very welcome. Thank you for the feedback. It works. I appreciate you sharing that. That's great. Okay, so let's do it right now. So what is this paragraph about? So this paragraph that you just read, what is it about?
It's actually said that how the buildings are changes through the years from past to present.
Okay, good. Yep, that's a good answer. Now, just a tip. When you're doing this and you're giving an answer to the question, instead of using a question marker like a how, make it a
Okay.
statement. So instead of saying how buildings change through the years from past to present, I would say the way buildings become taller, right? Instead of just saying change, be a little bit more specific. So become taller through the years from past to present. Yeah, and then that's a very, very nice answer to this question. So good. So what is this paragraph about? The way buildings become taller through the years, from past to present, and the reasons, right? Okay, good. And now, and you know this, Marina, which is great, we can go back to the choices and then figure out which one of these list of headings is going to be the closest match for what you just said, because that's what you're looking for. Okay, so which one of these is the closest match? What do you think?
Technology, logistic, and engineering.
So does that match with what you said? So the way buildings are changing from past to present?
Not too much, but the keyword are.
Okay, just a second. So you said not too much, right? So when it's not
Yeah.
too much, don't pick it. If see, that's the issue, right? Is that you're looking at keywords, because here we had some keywords here, which were technology, logistics, and engineering. And this is
Yeah.
where a lot of students make mistakes, is they think, oh, those are keywords, they look the same in the list of headings, so I'll pick that one. But it's actually wrong, because that's not really what this is about. What this is about is what you said. Okay, you said it correctly.
Yes.
You said this is about the way buildings become taller and taller through the years from past to present, right? So think about that, and you will eventually see the answer. It's in there. Okay, let me separate these a little bit more so you have more clarity, but it's in there. So keep looking, because there is one that matches what you said. Okay, so let me just kind of separate these. The paraphrasing, I think, is a little bit confusing there. So so which one of these has at least a part of what you're saying?
The Industrial Revolution. Two.
Nope. Let me give you a hint. I'll give you a little bit of a tip here. So you said changing from past to present. There's one phrase in here that matches that thought that you had, changing from past to present. Tall buildings changing from past to present. And there's a lot of people guessing in the chat as well. I can see it, but nobody's really finding it. Oh, somebody got it in the chat. Okay, let me
The Industrial Acceleration.
No, it's this one here.
What?
It's a part of human history. Okay, that is
So many confused.
Yeah, that's the closest one. Introduction is the most difficult. So, and this is an important point for everybody. Okay, so Marina, you got the short stick, which means that you got one of the most difficult questions in this passage. Usually the introduction, so paragraph A and whatever the last paragraph is, I think in this one it's F or G or something. Just a sec, it's G. So A and G will be the most difficult. Usually the conclusion and the introductory paragraph are the most difficult for list of headings. But it's possible. So what's important is that you don't think, or you don't choose a heading that's not the same as what you're thinking. Okay, so here you said buildings became taller through the years from past to present. If I paraphrase this, it actually is a part of human history. So, and I even paraphrased an aspect of people's past, right? So tall buildings in the past until present. Do you see how that's connected?
Yes.
Okay, so the introduction is usually a more general kind of concept. Now, let's say you're in the real IELTS and you're having trouble with this introductory paragraph and you can't really see which one is matching what you're thinking. Don't panic. Just kind of leave a question mark for it.
Yeah, all the time whenever I try to solve list of heading, I skip the paragraph A because I couldn't find maximum time in my list of headings.
Yeah, introduction
it.
is probably the most difficult one. I agree. So you can leave a kind of a question mark there and then come back to it at the end. Okay?
Okay. Thank you, sir.
All right, so that's how you do it. Those are kind of the strategic steps to give yourself the best chance. All right, but Marina, I'm glad that overall this strategy is working for you. That's fantastic. And hey, if you get one wrong out of 7, it's not the end of the world. So don't worry about it, okay?
Okay, sir.
All right, Marina, thank you for being the first one. And come back next time. Build that confidence, okay?
Okay.
Okay, have a nice day. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so that was Marina. Yeah, that was a bit tricky. But again, you have to look at the big picture. And paragraph 1 here is not just about logistics and technology. It's about a part of human history, which is building these taller and taller buildings. Okay, tricky start, but not to worry. Let's take another volunteer. We have Panda here. Panda says, I have poor internet connection. We can try, Panda. Let's see. Okay. Are you ready to try? Okay, well, we'll see. All right. For the next one. And I can see some other volunteers, so we'll get going. Yeah, Pachu is saying, do a lot of reading aloud. It's important for all the exams like PTE or TOEIC or TOEFL. Yeah, I agree. Yep. All right. Well, everybody wants to hear Panda read. One of my favorite animals, I would say, is a panda. Okay, but Panda says Panda's internet connection is poor and I'm not getting a response. So I will give somebody else the chance. Let's give Cassandra a chance here. She was the next in the list. So are you ready to redeem yourself? Are you ready? Okay, let's see if Cassandra's ready. Hopefully maybe Panda will come back at a later time. All right, Cassandra, are you ready to read body paragraph 1 for us? Okay. Hello, Cassandra.
Hi, sir.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good,
As
good.
usual, how's your throat, sir?
It's better. Yeah, you can hear it. It's clear. It's not as raspy. Yesterday it was a bit.
It's crystal clear already.
Yeah. Yesterday it was raspy. The word is raspy.
Raspy, yeah.
Right. Okay. So let's get into reading body paragraph 1. So paragraph B in this case. And then the same steps. So read it, ask yourself what it's about, answer the question, and then we'll look at the list of headings. So starting from ancient Egyptians, whenever you're ready, Cassandra.
Okay, sir. Ancient Egyptians believed that to be closer to the sky was to be closer to the realm of the gods and afterlife. While regular Egyptians had to settle for burial in the ground, the pharaohs got to be entombed much closer to the sky in purpose-built pyramids, the world's first truly high structures. The Great Pyramid of Giza was built in approximately 2500 BCE for the burial of the pharaoh Khufu. Reaching a height of 481 feet at the time of construction, the Great Pyramid was the tallest structure in the world for almost 4,000 years.
What is this paragraph about?
I think this is about the tallest structure at that time in the past,
How long ago in the past?
4,000 years ago.
Okay. So, just to kind of show the example, the full example to everybody watching, Cassandra, what I want you to do is just ask the question nice and loud and answer the question like this. Okay, I'm going to say it and then just repeat after me. So what is this paragraph about? This paragraph is about the first tallest structures 4,000 years ago. Okay, just repeat that.
This is about the tallest structure in the past by 4,000 years ago.
Okay, now ask the question too. So one interesting step that's important in this process is to really ask the what question in the head. So not just think of the answer, but give the brain that cue, that moment to think, what is this paragraph about? Like to emphasize the main point. When when we don't actually ask that question internally, when we just automatically give the answer,
Okay.
oftentimes we will get lost on smaller details. So that's why I tell students to actually ask the question itself. So try it one more time, but truly ask the question.
Um,
What is this paragraph
what?
about?
I think this is
No, no,
about
no, sorry, just ask the question. So just what is this paragraph
what.
about?
What this paragraph is about. Uh, the buildings or structures in the past. 4,000.
Yeah, Cassandra, you're doing fine, and we're miscommunicating here because it sounds silly. What I'm asking you to do sounds actually silly, and that's why you're like, "What is
Yeah.
he asking me to do? Is he actually asking me to ask myself what this paragraph's about?" Yes, Cassandra, I'm
Yes.
actually asking you to ask yourself, "What is this paragraph
What's it
about?"
about?
Yeah, so
Yes.
before you give the answer, and this is for everybody, right? Because we tend to do this, and it sounds silly, but this is in fact a part of the strategy. We literally have to be like, "Okay, Adrian, what is this paragraph about?" All right, this paragraph is about. So we
It's
really
about.
have to spell it out for ourselves to make it better. Do you get what I'm saying? So,
Yes.
okay, so that's why I said repeat the whole piece after me. What is this paragraph about? This
What?
paragraph is about ancient structures 4,000 years ago that were the first truly tall buildings. Okay, go for it.
What is this the paragraph about? This is about the first truly high structures 4,000 years ago.
Beautiful. Notice how, because you asked the question with emphasis, you actually gave a clear, more emphasized, better answer. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I really want to emphasize this point to all of our viewers that asking questions from ourselves clearly, directly, is a very powerful skill when we have to do precise work, especially something like an IELTS exam. Okay, so don't be shy about it. Really just ask it, verbalize it. Okay?
Yes.
All right, let's see if we can't find that answer now. Okay, so what do you think? Which one of these is the best answer for this question here?
Wait. Can you move it up, sir?
Yes.
I can't see.
Yeah. Let me just kind of do a little bit of deletion here, and then I'll make this better here. Yeah. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Oop. Kind of messed it up. Can you see it now?
Um, wait, I can see it yet, sir.
Okay. You should be able to. Hopefully it's not.
I think that is delayed in my part because I'm viewing right now it's on YouTube. I can't. Okay, there you go. Um, for me, it's the ancient world. The keyword is ancient world and tall buildings. I think it's number 10. X. X. It's the Roman numeral number X.
Yeah, exactly. So it would be the tall structures of the ancient world. Exactly. Buildings a long time ago. So here, oh, look at that. It's the example and it's given. And look at what the answer is. It's X. So that tells you, Cassandra, that you're on the right track, that your thinking is clear, okay? And that you're
Yes,
doing a
sir.
good job. And I actually suggest students to do that with the example, if you can, in the official IELTS exam. Try not to look at the example. So try to do the example as well. Because if you get the example right, it gives you confidence that, okay, I'm doing this correctly. If you get the example wrong, then it also gives you valuable information. It tells you that, oh, maybe I'm not thinking about this correctly. I should really pay a little bit more attention. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Actually, I'm using your strategy whenever I encounter this because I'm using Cambridge books, and it helps me a lot most of the time.
Perfect. Yeah. I mean, no strategy is going to be flawless because at the end of the day,
Yeah.
it also requires our own logic, right? But I think
Yes.
in this way, definitely, yeah, students will get a much better score. It's very dangerous to try to look at the choices and then try to figure out from the choices which one, because there are some choices that are really tricky. They're misleading. They kind of lead you into this trap. So that's why I always tell
Yeah.
students to think about it first on your own and then look at the choices, right?
Yes.
Okay, Cassandra, so you got the right answer. And again, just a very important point here is verbalize the question. So don't be shy to verbalize the question, even if it
Okay.
feels weird. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes,
All
sir.
right. Okay, Cassandra,
Okay,
thank
sir.
you so much for
Right.
volunteering. Have an awesome rest of your day.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, that was Cassandra. Thank you, Cassandra, for helping me to emphasize the example there. Okay, let's try Fitsum. So hopefully Fitsum is here with us. Okay, so Fitsum says, I would like to give it a try, sir. Sir, sure. Are you ready? All right, and again, this is subscribers chat. So if you're a subscriber, you can join the chat. And okay. Zohid, you can send a message through the website, aehelp.com after you log in. Okay, let's try Fitsum. Nice applauses, everybody. Good support.
Hello,
Hi, Fitsum. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, sir?
I am doing fantastic. Fitsum, where are you?
I'm from Sweden, Stockholm.
Stockholm, Sweden. Awesome. We're into Northern Europe. That's fantastic. And why are
Yes,
you taking the
Scandinavian.
IELTS exam?
I'm not actually planning to take the exam, but just to prepare myself.
Fair enough.
But
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe in the next 6 months, maybe.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I will help you get there with one of these reading paragraphs. So we're going to read paragraph C, follow with the same strategy. I assume that you are watching, so you know what the strategy is now. You read the paragraph, you verbalize what is this paragraph about, you give yourself a clear, concise answer, and then based on that answer, you look for the right choice, okay? So here we go with paragraph C. It wasn't until the year 1311, whenever you're ready.
All right, sir. It wasn't until the year 1311 CE and the construction of Lincoln Cathedral in England that the height of the Great Pyramid was surpassed at 525 feet. It was only slightly taller throughout the period of 1311 until 1880. The title of world's tallest building changed hands a number of times through both destructions and constructions, but each structure was European church. Incidentally, the world's tallest building from 1647 until 1874, the Strasbourg Cathedral in France, was actually shorter than the original height of the Great Pyramid, standing 469 feet. The cathedral was approximately 13 feet taller than the Great Pyramid contemporary height, which had been reduced 35 feet from its original structure by erosion.
Very nice. Okay, so good. You read it, you read through it. I liked how when you got stuck on a word like stature, for instance, here at the end, or the word, I think, interestingly here got you a little bit tied up. You didn't go back. You just kind of kept reading, and that's really good. So you didn't break your thought. You didn't break your fluency. That's what you want to do. So you want to keep going. Okay, go ahead and ask yourself the question and answer the question.
Sir, I can't hear you.
Yeah, so go ahead and ask yourself the question that we're looking at here. So what is this paragraph about? And answer the question. So figure out what the main point of this paragraph is.
I think the main idea is
Ask yourself the
it's
question
like comparing
first.
from England and France.
Ask yourself the question first. That will help you. This is the point I was trying to prove with Cassandra as well. Is it's important to actually ask the question. Don't just assume the question. Ask the question. So start with the question.
It's like so I can't really answer this because I was not paying concentrate though.
Okay, let me show you what I mean by this. So here, I would ask the question from myself first. So verbalize it. So what is this paragraph about? Okay, and even if I start with kind of a more global answer, I can reduce it. So I can cut it down after I start giving the answer. So it is about a tall church in England, then a tall church in France, and more tall churches in Europe. So, what is this paragraph about?
It's talking about the ancient tallest churches in Europe, England.
Okay, perfect.
England,
So, what is
France.
this paragraph about? It is about the tall churches in Europe in the past, right? So I can break it down, exactly. But I have to go through the logical steps, okay? So again, I'm just emphasizing this point to everybody because you're making kind of the same mistake that Cassandra made at first, where you're looking to answer the question without really asking the question. And asking questions is extremely important. It's kind of like, you probably remember doing math in high school, right? Okay, remember when you're doing math in high school and the teacher kept telling you to do every single step? Because we always tried to jump steps. So I did that. I don't know, maybe other people did that too. But when I was doing math in high school, always what I tended to do is I was like, oh, I can do the division and the multiplication in my head, so I don't need to put it on the paper, so I'll just jump through that, and then I'll be faster to get to the equation. And then the math teacher would come, and the math teacher's like, no, Adrian, you have to write it all down on paper, every step, right? So here, it's the same idea. You have to put every step of logic into your words. So you ask the question, what is this paragraph about? It's about tall churches in England, France, more churches in Europe. So what is it about? Well, it's actually about the tall churches. So I'm working through the logic, right? And then I can find the answer. So which one of these do you think is the correct answer from these choices?
Okay.
Which one of these matches the closest? There's definitely one that's a very clear match here.
The fifth one,
Yeah, can you read it?
the ring of churches
Yeah,
It's
the reign
getting
of
blurred, sir.
yeah, the reign of the churches. Absolutely. So that's the one, right? Because this paragraph is talking about the reign of the churches. Reign meaning the rule of the churches. But even if you don't know reign, you can see that it's something of the churches. It has to be that one because this paragraph is all about of the churches. So it's definitely the closest match. Now, if you know the meaning of reign, then you definitely know that it's the right one because reign means the rule of the churches. So number 5 is the correct answer for that one. So you put in Roman numeral V and you are good to go. Okay. All right. So again, thank you so much for volunteering. And I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. Keep practicing reading aloud. Okay. So lots of nice aloud reading in English, and that will improve your fluency as well. Okay.
Yeah, sir. Nowadays, the job I'm working has I'm working like part time, so I have a bunch of time to practice. That's why I get registered and start learning.
That's great. That's great, Fitzum. Have a wonderful rest of your day and keep it up. You'll get better and better. You'll see. Okay.
Thanks, sir. Have
All
a
right.
good one.
Bye-bye. Okay, that was Fitzum. So again, remember these really important steps to this strategy, everybody, okay? So you need to go step by step. You have to complete the order of operations, okay? Just like in math, you must go through each step in this order of operations, just like in math, to get the answer's correct. And you might think, oh, it's slow, but it's not slow. It's the fastest way to get to the correct answer, just like in your math exam, okay? All right. Thank you for the thumbs up, Carolina, for Fitzum, and the claps. Let's take one more volunteer. Okay, you didn't see me write that into the exam book, but there. So this is what I just wrote in here, okay? So go through each step in this order of operations, just like in math, to get the correct answer. Okay. All right. Let me read paragraph D for you. It's a short one here, and then we will go through the answer together, and then I'll take one more volunteer. Okay. So here we go. Just read with me. 1884 marked the first time the world's tallest building stood in North America. The Washington Monument, standing 555 feet in Washington, D.C., is also the world's tallest obelisk and tallest all-stone structure. During this period, engineers and architects were reaping the fruits of the 19th century's Industrial Revolution, which led to accelerating advances in construction, engineering, and technology. In 1889, the Eiffel Tower was completed and stood as the world's tallest building at 986 feet for over 40 years. What is this paragraph about? It is the taller buildings during the Industrial Revolution as a result of better technology. Okay. All right. So I've asked myself the question, what is this paragraph about? It's about the taller buildings during the Industrial Revolution, better technology, better engineering. It gives me 2 examples, Eiffel Tower, Washington Monument. Those are just examples. So now I go back to my choices. Controversial designation has nothing to do with it. The Industrial Revolution, okay, that kind of looks good. So maybe that one. All right, but I know there was another one here. Buildings in space, nope. Fast and impressive. Reign of the churches, no. No, a part of human history. Technology, logistics, engineering, maybe. The industrial acceleration, okay. Speeding up production, tall structures. Okay, so this one, the industrial acceleration means the Industrial Revolution plus faster. It's faster and faster. And is this paragraph about the Industrial Revolution? No, it's about how buildings were being built faster and bigger because of the Industrial Revolution. So this is the better answer. Okay, so better answer. Okay, so I picked this one, the industrial acceleration, which is IX here. Okay, and I put IX into the answer sheet, and now I'm ready to move on. Okay, so that's how we do that. Okay, all right. So IX is number 9. That's right. Okay, it's not about the Industrial Revolution. It's about how the Industrial Revolution is helping to build bigger buildings better, faster. Okay, like the Washington Monument, like the Eiffel Tower. Okay, so going through each steps in the order of operation. All right, let's go to paragraph E and let's take a volunteer for this. Okay, so here's paragraph E. Tatiana, we haven't heard from Tatiana in a while, so let's see if Tatiana is here. Okay, Tatiana, are you ready? Okay, so hopefully Tatiana is still here. We haven't heard from Tatiana, I think, in the last week or so. So I'm wondering if we can maybe get a hold of her. Yeah, there she is. Okay. Hi, Tatiana.
Hi, nice to hear you again.
Good to hear your voice. How are you doing?
Let's better not to talk about it.
Like, yeah, there's a lot of stressful events out of our control happening that are making life challenging for many of us. I agree. Okay, Tatiana, then let's focus on learning and knowledge, because that is always a beautiful part of being human. So let's do this paragraph. Paragraph E. Okay. Whenever you're ready, start with the designation. Okay.
Could you switch,
Oh,
please?
sorry. Yeah, that's my bad. So yeah, it's not the right scene for you. Yeah, thank you. Okay, there we go. Okay, whenever you're ready, start from the designation here. Okay.
But it hasn't switched.
Yeah, just wait for the lag. It'll catch up.
Okay. I'm ready. The designation of world's tallest building returned to the United States in 1932 with the construction of the 1,250-foot Empire State Building in New York City. One of the incredible architectural achievements of the 20th century, it was completed in just over a year, an astonishing pace. The first building in the world to boast over 100 stories, the Empire State Building stood at the world's tallest for 36 years.
Question?
Yeah, what is the passage about?
Paragraph.
Paragraph about. It's about the most astonishing building, the most astonishing tallest building.
Which is?
The Empire State Building in
Lovely.
New York.
Perfect. Yeah, I agree. It's about the most astonishing tall building, the Empire State Building in New York.
Yeah, it seems to me it's about fast and impressive, because we have got the words an astonishing pace. Pace is about speed. Astonishing is about being impressed.
Fast and impressive. So you're telling me that the answer is Roman numeral number 4?
Yes, it is.
And that's the correct answer. And that's how you do it, Tatiana. Okay, so that's exactly. So it would be hard to just guess fast and impressive by reading the first sentence. Sometimes students read this strategy that, just read the first sentence and you'll get the answer. Not so effective. It's helpful sometimes, but doesn't really work for all the paragraphs. So you have to be careful with that one. But when you read the whole paragraph and you're like, okay, this is about the Empire State Building, which was built really fast and it's amazing, then you're like, okay, fast and impressive. Quick and amazing. Great answer.
Yeah, it's a great technique.
Yeah, it works, right? It's logic. So we're relying on logic to solve it for us and our own brain rather than the exam to give us the answer, right? So that's how it works. Tatiana, that was a beautiful closing example of how to do this. So thank you so much for volunteering.
Thank you, sir.
And I hope that everything gets resolved with as little headache as possible in the coming weeks and months for all our sakes.
As soon as possible.
Yeah, as soon as possible for all our sakes. I think it's time for humans to try to move a little bit higher in our ethical and perceptual world of existence. So anyhow, without getting too much into politics, Tatiana, have an awesome rest of your day and come back next class too, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Okay, bye. Okay, that was Tatiana. So give her a thumbs up. That was super great. And students, I will leave the rest of this passage up to you. Okay. So we've got a few more paragraphs. You have paragraph F here, and then you have paragraph G. Try those two on your own. And when you are ready, you can email me the answers to aehelp.com, or sorry, not you. Well, you can email me to my email address, adrian@aehelp.com. And then, of course, you can check us out at aehelp.com for lots more passages, practice exams. And if you like what you see, just use this discount code, ONEBANDUP. To get a 20% discount from the Premium IELTS package, and you'll have lots of great materials to help you get ready for the test, and you'll have lots of support, and it's well worth it. Thank you, Carolina, for moderating the chat. Thank you so much to our subscribers and to our members and to all of our viewers for being here with me today. Tomorrow, I will be back to finish Task 2 writing that we started last class with our members. And then we'll get into lots and lots of speaking practice, speaking part 1, 2, and 3. So lots coming up for tomorrow and Saturday. Take care, everybody. Stay safe. Be happy. Be positive. I'm Adrian. I'm signing out from Victoria. Much love to all of you, wherever you are in this world. Bye for now.